Hello guys, I am here at my favorite nursery, River Street. I'm gonna see if I can get a little footage inside, okay? Came to look for a tree for my new garden space. We'll see. Now look at this. Oh my gosh, this is called a butterfly Japanese maple. It's like variegated leaves. That's pretty. But I already have a couple of Japanese maples. This one is a Kusa dogwood, which I had considered, but they get 20 feet tall. And look at the price. This one's about 7 feet tall. And I'm not paying $225 for a tree, but it's pretty. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is get a plot of annuals, just because I need some for my window boxes, because everything dies in there, so I might as well get annuals. But let me just see. Let me try the pan, but this place is huge. There's like 3 greenhouses connected, and there's stuff way over there, which is where the trees are. So I'm gonna go over there too. But let's look at these annuals. These over here are houseplants. Their houseplants are expensive though. Yeah, well, actually, their prices have gone up like everything else this year. But it's still my favorite place because it's locally owned, and I try to do some of my business locally, not all of it online. Oh, lots of coleus. I like coleus. And I tried to grow it, and I haven't been successful for whatever reason. Now, I think impatiens do well in the shade. I might do impatiens in those window boxes. What is this? This is pretty. Look at this blue lobelia. Sun to part shade. I really like this. How big does this get? 4 to 9 inches. It says sun though. It says shade to part shade section. Alright, I'm gonna do something that's shade. I think maybe these begonias and impatiens I'm gonna look at. Those begonias down there. So I'm gonna look over here, and then once I gather what I'm going to do, I will show you. Here's part of the pot section. Look at all the pots. A lot of these are, or most of these are ceramic, so they're pretty heavy and terracotta. I try to stay away from heavy pots since I am the one having to lift them, and I try to get plastic, you know, nice looking plastic, because yeah, I have to be careful with lifting big heavy pots that are full of dirt, especially now that I'm getting older. So, but yeah, lots of pots, and back there are the vegetables, I believe, and things like that, but I'll go back there later. And this whole section is herbs. Herbs. Look at all the herbs. Oh my, every herb you can think of. Now, I have all my herbs planted, so I'm not too worried about that. Different mints. I had chocolate mint, but that died off. Pineapple mint. Peppermint. Lemon mint. I got the lemon, I think, and I have the mojito. I think I have peppermint. I don't think this one survived, and I know the chocolate one didn't. I got apple mint as well. Okay, here's the basil. Oh man, I might have to get some. It's $50 for a flat of these little purple pots. Sheesh, that's a lot for herbs. They got all kind of basil. Sweet basil, boxwood basil, something called emerald towers, pesto basil, Thai. Oh man. This boxwood basil is cool because it grows in a circle in the UK. you know, keep it trimmed up. I have one that's mixed with the purple and the green. The purple is pretty, but I'm not crazy about the flavor of it. See what's over here? Arugula, which I love, and salads, and just as a garnish. Chives. I got more chives than I know what to do with. Garlic chives, cilantro, fennel, dill. The whole works is here. Alright, let's go down the other side. Okay, I settled on coleus. $16.99 a flat. I got half of this deep dark purple with a contrast of this green and chartreuse. I think those two look good together. And now I need some flowers, because these do not flower. But I'm planning to put this stuff in the window boxes at my house. I think I want to get a flat of this dusty miller. It's a shade plant, but I wanted some for that new section I was digging out to. That color you just can't beat. And I tried to grow it from seed. It's growing so slow. It's ridiculous. So I think I might get some dusty miller. And then there's a bunch of petunias. So I'm in the vegetable section now. And they have starts for everything you could want. You know, leafy greens, cabbage, tons of tomatoes and peppers, which I've already planted mine. So I don't think I'm going to do any more. But that whole wall back there is a lot of tomatoes. Over there are a bunch of tomatoes. So there are no shortage. Cucumbers, tomatillos, everything. Lettuce even, which tends to grow pretty easy from seed. But if you don't want to wait, you can get everything here. Collard greens, one of my favorites. Alright, so this section says these are specialty annuals. I'm going to tell you what they are. They're not stuff I'm looking for. Coastal rosemary. Yeah, so these are like unique annuals. Which, you know, annuals you only get for one season. So I'm not going to spend a lot of money on annuals. That's just a waste for my budget. Flowery maple. That is so pretty. But it says it's an annual. So, over here, different grasses and other spiky annuals like accent plants. So, that is not what I'm looking for necessarily. Accent plants. So, they got all the ivies and all that kind of stuff over here. This is pretty. Look at this. You know, I love a variegated plant. What is this called? Venus. Never heard of it, but apparently it has a pinkish red flower. Okay. Wire vine. Nope. I don't want anything necessarily viney. I do like sweet potato vine, which is an annual. But I'm trying to keep it at a minimum of what I get for these window boxes. It's like I said, everything I put in them has died so far. Oh my God, look at this. That thing's huge. Everything I put in them has died so far, so I don't want to spend a lot of money to plant these things up and have it not last for very long. So I got all of these, which are kind of, you know, greenery filler. I need some actual flowering things is what I'm looking for. There's more impatiens. Maybe these will work for me. Require up to half a day of sun. I thought impatiens were shade flowers. So this has New Guinea, so this is a different kind of impatient. Now on the ticket it says shade, so but that sign says part sun. So that's very confusing. Okay. I am going to see, like, they're $4.69 for each little pot, or $50 for a flat of them. So I don't know. They don't really complement the stuff I have so far. So I'm gonna keep looking. Now this doesn't have any tags. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty. It probably requires full sun or something. Look at that. We got it in purple and white, but there is no tag in any of them. I have no idea what those are. They got a lot of daisies. Daisies and more daisies, different colors. So I'm not sure what that is. Mexican heather. This is kind of pretty. Pretty full sun. Okay, that's not gonna work for me. Full sun. Let's see. Full sun. That one's full sun too. Cherry berry. These like salvias, which always require full sun. Pandago. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. Sun patience, sun loving, heat loving, and patience. Clearly, not what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, I see a big sign over there that says shade, so I'm gonna go over there. Oh, so these cultured geraniums, another type. I don't know the difference. But I'm loving these. These are perfect. Like they have a tall stalk and they're perch shade. So they might work. But the colors, I'm trying to see. Because I want to put this coleus. My goal is to put this coleus in there. And these colors are not matching. As you can see, they're not matching this coleus. They're not even matching the dusty miller. Maybe white. Now these are $6.50 a pot, this little 6-inch pot, or $36 for a flat. So I do like the white, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe I should get white petunias and at least try those because those are cheaper. These are a little pricey. So, but I still haven't made it over to that last row, which is supposed to be shade. Is verbena. There's probably someone wants a lot of sun too. Verbena. All colors. Let's see. That's a white one. Oh, it has pretty flowers. It reminds me of the candy stuff that I love so much. Full sun. Verbena is full sun, but it is a pretty, it kind of almost reminds me of dianthus. Bunch of petunias, but before I look at those, let me go over to this shade section, which is the last row. Because I know petunias kind of like some sun, but I'm gonna try this out. What is this? I'm gonna try this shade row first. Calabrico full sun. Alright, so this all says shade to perch shade. It's stable from end to end, and there's another row behind me. So, let's see. Oh, this is pretty. I don't know if this is something called Gardenmeister Fuchsia. That's pretty. This little purple flower is very pretty too. I like this. Perpella. Dragon wing begonias. Begonias seem to love the shade. But the begonias, there's so much leaf. Like you don't really need any other foliage type plants with those. There's so much. Oh, this yellow. OMG. I like the yellow flowers. I don't have any yellow flowers in my garden. But I'm really liking that yellow begonia. Now as I go down here, this is all caladium and other more like filler flower plants, greenery, which I don't need. But I got fern baskets, which are cool, but that's something I don't need right now. They're $20, which isn't bad, actually. They're pretty full. But I'm gonna go down to this last table of shade flowers, and if I Maidenhair ferns, more greenery. Annual ferns, best in shade to bright shade. Yeah, ferns do well in shade, for sure. I don't want any ferns. I have a couple of ferns in the landscape. More begonias. Oh my god, look at the colors on these. That is so unique. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, but I'm not crazy about the leaves on these and mixing those in with what I already have here. The only thing I could really see mixing in would be some of these like tall, spiky begonias. Maybe doing those with just the dusty mower. That yellow down there, but that's different. That's not the same one as these. But let's see. They got an orange. I kind of wanted to do orange and purple. That was what I was thinking in my head. Here's the begonia. It's kind of oranges. The yellow one is really pretty, and the yellow one would actually match. The yellow one would match my purple and my this other color, coleus. So I might get a flat of those are $43. If I get them, I'm gonna get all the same color. The yellow, because the yellow can go with everything. I mean, white could too, but the yellow complements, I think, everything better. Like if I were putting the yellow with those two, which is what I'm probably gonna do, the yellow will go better. So I'm gonna get a flat of the yellow ones, okay? All right, now we're headed to the perennial section. It's crowded in here today. This place is so busy all of May, beginning of June, and then it drops off. As everybody gets their stuff and goes about their way of planting. But yeah, so I like to stop through in June because then they start to put things on clearance too. And look at this weeping willow, I guess. I wanted to look at trees, so that's where I'm trying to make my way to, is the tree area, which is outside. And that's pretty. I already got one that's kind of weeping red bud, so I don't really want another weeping tree. In the new section I dug out, I want to put a tree that doesn't get more than 10 or 15 feet. This is another maple. $600 for this. And it's not even that big. I guess it comes with a pot. Full moon. Oh man. Shoot. Their trees here are pricey. But we're gonna go outside to the tree garden. All the hydrangeas are coming up, and these are all perennials down here on the side. So tons of them, tons and tons. Oh, this is like a honeysuckle. Red one. I don't need anything else vining either. Oh, look at this maple. It's like a vining maple. I've never seen that. It's called Shana Japanese maple, $219 per box. No, thank you. Let's see. Peonies. They even have peonies already potted up and ready to go. I usually get mine as bare roots because it's cheaper. I do want to add some different colors. I noticed my peonies have finally started blooming for the first time, and I got a lot of pinks, and then some reds, and that's kind of it. I would like maybe some peachy colors if they have peachy colors, and yellow would be nice. So I'm gonna look around for more. But let's make our way out to the tree area.
Just to make sure their techniques and everything.
Like I said, these are all perennials over here. Lots of hostas, whole table of hostas, grasses. And now we enter the trees and shrubs area, which is a separate like outdoor greenhouse space. Oh my god, look at those spiral topiaries. $525. They are beautiful. But I would shape my own before I pay $525 for one. Literally. Oh my gosh, they got sculptured topiaries. This one looks like a flower. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Let's see. Oh, this is very grassy. I don't know what that is. Lots of these I don't know what you would call these. Deciduous, or no, these evergreens. I assume these keep their leaves all winter. Oh, these are just regular old arborvitae, giant arborvitae, green giant, $100. That's a large one, but you could get cheaper. Big ones, not that big, but probably that size. You could get that at one of your big box stores for probably 30 or 40 bucks. But that's not what I'm looking for. I got enough arborvitae, enough of those. I'm looking for something unique, something like this that might be in an upright habit. I don't need anything spreading. This is a Rose of Sharon that they've probably grafted or something to make it a standard. There's a row of them here, $150. It's a proven winners though. Well, that would be nice in my area, but I don't want to spend $150. I have a tight budget. I really only want to spend $50 to $70 on something small that will get bigger, that has an upright habit, and that doesn't get more than 15 feet tall because it's going in the front yard. Serviceberry, $200. I know those get tall though and huge. It's already tall and huge. I mean, goodness. Lots of it's like maples over here. Oh, I really like this tree, but this tree looks like it gets tall as heck again. In the back, this one, you see with the green, like the green leaves. That's pretty. I like it. That looks like it gets really big, so I ain't messing with that. Alright, let me go to the other side. What do we have here? Ooh, this is pretty. $300. Another Japanese wisteria. Oh, so that's a flowering something. I don't know that much about shrubs. I just kind of go by what the tag says. I do know that these like things that all stay round and squat, azaleas and stuff like that here, which I don't want. These are all Japanese maples, which I already have 2 of, and they tend to be, Japanese maples are expensive. $325 for this one. So those, you know, not looking for that. Let's go further out. These are all flowering shrubs, and then I'm turning this slowly, but if you go through there, that whole side is like all hydrangeas. Let's see. Oh, those are pretty, but again, short and squat. There's a big old bumblebee. Is this rhododendron? Yeah, that's too shrubby. I need something that's more tree-like. Oh, look at these. I like these kinds of trees. I don't know if they're arborvitae or what, but one that has unique shape to it or something. Something that's gonna kind of stay in a pyramid form. Hinoki cypress. Oh, I like this. False cypress. $109. How big does it get? 6 feet high. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know, that's not unique enough though for me to spend $100, $110 on it. It has to be a little bit more impressive for my taste. These are, I love this color, but they stay in balls. They're like big balls, and I want something upright, so that's not going to work for me. What's this? Shade tolerant. Ooh, a dogwood. But the place that I'm thinking of putting in that section is full sun. So shade isn't gonna help, but that dogwood is beautiful. I don't have really any more shade space. All my space in the front now is kind of full sun. Oh my god, I love this. And I'm not usually into blue evergreens, but I'm loving just the structure of this thing. What is this called? Let's see. This is called a Lebanon cedar. It's $300. It gets 25 feet high. Oh no. But I'm loving the structure. See, this is what I want, something like this that is going to be upright and skinny and kind of tallish, but not so tall that it's going to create a nuisance at my house. Oh, they got one of their fountains going. Look at that waterfall. Oh, that's so serene. And you can sit here. Like, you can come here and hang out for hours. Got little benches that you can sit on. Alright, let's keep going. A lot of blue, sprucey looking things over here. But they look like, for the most part, they get it round and big. This one, $110, Weeping Alaskan Cedar. I kind of like this. 25 feet high. Oh no, that will never do. 25 feet. And I'd have to have acreage to get a tree that's going to be 25 feet that tall. It's craziness. I got a feeling all of these oriental spruce. I was looking at oriental spruces online, but they kind of all got really tall too. Again, 25 feet. I like the shape. Oh, 25 feet again. Oh, look at that one. Red tipped. That one's red tipped. This one, the new growth, is chartreuse. You see how pretty that is? Oh my gosh. But, oh, look at that standard Christmas tree. Beautiful. But again, nothing that stays relatively short. Everything gets so tall. Scots pine. That is pretty. $228. And this one gets, this one only gets 6 feet tall. And it's kind of a pyramid. But I'm not going to pay $228 for one shrub. That's crazy. Scots pine. Maybe I can look it up online. See if somebody has it smaller or cheaper. What I would like is to get something in a small pot where I have to wait a while for it to grow. I'm willing to wait to pay less. But even look at this little bitty thing here. This only gets 2 feet high. This is full size. $220. A spruce Norway. Spruce Norway. Like, seriously? That is ridiculous. Here's another whipcord. Now I have a little one of these in a pot. And it wasn't too bad. But I got it in a small pot. $70. Now that's not bad. But again, that's more of a shrubby form, which is not what I'm looking for. This is pretty, but it's yellow. And this is the side that I'm doing is more of an English garden. Pumpkin. I don't know if they turn orange. So it's more of an English garden theme. So what I need is something that is going to be pastel or white when it flowers. What is this? Honeycomb. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Oh, that's just 9 bark. I got a lot of 9 bark. I don't want any more of that. What is this? Blue Muffin Viburnum. I think Viburnum will get bushy and wide. It looks bushy and wide. But it's pretty. I do like viburnums quite a bit, but it's not what I'm looking for. So I think, I may have to look a couple of years to find the perfect tree at the perfect price to go in my little new garden section. And I just, want a tree that's going to be a little bit of a statement piece and add some height. And it's okay that I have to wait. It's not like the whole thing has to be completed right away. But I love things like this. You see that structure? And just not a lot of leaves. These skinny ones in the back, I really like these, but I do not want anything that's going to get super tall. Kwanzaa flowering cherry, I already have one of those, but mine has yet to flower. It's getting tall though. So that is not dappled. I think that might be dappled willow, which I just got one of those, a little shrub form. And I love the coloring on it. Let me go look at this one. Full sun. Oh, that's what I need. Okay, let's look at this. This is beautiful. This is way too big though. For me. But let's look and see what this is. What is it? Salix Integra Akuro Niska Standard. It is a dappled willow. So I just put a dappled willow in the front in that new section, but it's a short one, a shrubby one. It's not a standard, meaning it looks like they grafted this onto a stick to make it just have leaves at the top, which I love. But I'm not going to put two in the same spot, and it's probably hundreds of dollars, $220, which compared to their other trees isn't bad, I guess. Oh, I love this. It almost looks fern-like, but it's a tree. Redwood. Oh, that looks big. 25 feet tall. No, no. No, no, no. Oh, I love it. Yeah, it's redwood. I wonder if you could prune it and keep it short. Like if you cut the tip off, would that keep it from getting any taller? If you know, once it gets to the height you want it, if you cut the tip off, I wonder if that would stop it from getting taller. $255 for this little one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anything today, but I just want to show you, you know, my local nursery. This is the nursery, the only local one I really like. So when I want to buy something locally, I come here, and the staff is so nice here. They are so friendly and helpful. They'll even go to the back and look for stuff for you if you have a specific plant that you need. They'll probably order stuff for you too. I've never asked. But I'm gonna end here. I'm just gonna go around here and look at all these hydrangeas, that whole section, and then I'm gonna check out with what I have. So what I got are 3 trays of greenery annuals, coleus, and Dusty Miller, and then 1 tray of these yellow begonias. And these are the coleus and the begonias are going in my window boxes up in front of the house. Dusty Miller will go around in the landscape, just to add that white color, white, blue, green color. All right, that's it. Bye-bye. All right, I am back home where it's a little quieter. Hopefully the sound came out okay in that video, but this is all I left with, which is more than enough. This came to $82 or something like that, which isn't bad. And then they have these bonus bucks they give you. So I got a few of those that in June I can go back and use those towards a purchase. So I don't know if I got like $10 in bonus bucks or something like that. But anywho, these are, like I said, the yellow and the coleus. Those are going in my front window boxes, and this Dusty Miller is going to be spread around the garden. I did find a tree I liked. It was some kind of red bud, but it only got to 10 to 12 feet or something. I will put a picture. I took a picture of it. So I will put a picture of it up. There's a wasp trying to get me, so I'm moving around. Actually, there's, yeah. It just flew in the car. Okay, so yeah, I'll put a picture of that up. I'm gonna look online and see if I can find it somewhere cheaper. The other good news is that my mulch load was delivered while I was away. See all that? That is 8 cubic yards of mulch. I need to spread mulch everywhere. I need mulch all over there, that huge side. All the rest of my beds have not been mulched in like 3 years or something since I first started them. So everything needs mulch up here, and my back needs a lot of mulch, in particularly in my walkways, because in the back I grow things, you know, like a farm in rows. So in between the rows I like to keep a mulch walkway to keep weeds down, and there is hardly none in the walkways now. It's all just kind of degraded over the years, so all of that mulch will be used. Definitely. I don't know how long it'll take me to shovel it everywhere. That could take a couple of weeks, but it will all go to use. So I am happy. So outside of planting a few more things that I'm growing from seed, and possibly, if I can find a good deal on that tree, planting that somewhere over in that area behind the bench. As you see, I got my little white bench. It's probably going to move a little, but I just put it together and set it there. It's a little bigger than I thought it would be, but that's fine. My goal is to plant flowers all around it and have just a couple of pavers that lead to it, but I'm gonna try to fill that in with flowers as time goes on. But that is the only thing left to do, and then my garden will be complete. Other than I got more daffodil bulbs coming in the fall that are going to go on some of these spots with annuals. But what I mean is I'm not doing any more renovation to the front garden. I'm not really adding anything else unless something dies off and I have to replace it, or I pull something out because it's growing crazy and I decide to replace it. So it was a successful trip to the nursery. Hopefully these things will survive in those window boxes in that shade. I don't know, this is like my last hope. The only other thing I can think to put in those window boxes would be like fake flowers. Like literally, I'm at the point where if this doesn't work, I'm probably gonna put just some fake plastic flowers in them to have something in there, because I have planted at least 10 different things in those 2 boxes and every single thing has died. Even sedum, which seems to survive anything, even my sedum died in those. So I don't know. It's fresh soil, fresh potting mix that I use for all my pots, so it's not the soil. The only thing I can really think of is it's all shade most of it, most of the day. So that's all I can think of. But okay, so that's all I got. Bye bye.